Hello there, my name is Dr. Gemma Newman and I'm a GP based in West London. Today I'd like to give you a few great tips to improve your general health and prevent a variety of problems. Today I'd like to talk to you about how to prevent obesity. Now, obesity is a serious problem, and believe me, prevention is really better than trying to deal with the health risks associated with being obese. So the most obvious advice to start with is to eat healthily. So what I'd like you to do is to get really inspired by healthy food choices, and the kinds of foods I want you to enjoy more of is vegetables. Plenty of vegetables of all shapes and sizes, colours and varieties. Lots of fruit, fresh whole fruit and berries, lean meats, oily fish, nuts, seeds, low-fat dairy and whole grains. All of these kinds of foods, these unprocessed natural foods that we were designed to eat, are what your body needs to help you to function well. If you can, I would try to cut back on, or perhaps at least minimise and not have with every meal, certain other kinds of foods. And these would include pastries, sweets, cakes, crisps and chocolates, colas and fizzy drinks, and large amounts of fruit juices and smoothies. These are kinds of foods which, generally speaking, should be taken in moderation. Now, other advice I can give you to prevent obesity: drink plenty of water. Sometimes our bodies can mistake hunger signals for thirst signals, so if you feel hungry, have a glass of water and then see how you feel. Another good tip would be to eat slowly. This gives your body enough time to recognise when your stomach is full, and then you'll know when to stop eating. If you do decide that you're actually feeling quite full, you don't have to finish your plate. Please do leave what's left on your plate for another time. Any other tips? Well, as we're talking about plates, I would advise you to perhaps consider buying small dinner plates. This will then encourage you to have slightly smaller portion sizes, and then again it will reduce the amount that you're actually eating. Another good tip would be to notice any unhealthy eating patterns. For example, if you know that your weak spot is going to a big buffet or going to a dinner party, or perhaps when you're at home on your own and you're feeling really bored, these are all kinds of things to look for. And if you notice that this is a pattern that you have, then try and curb it before it becomes a problem. Exercise. Now, although exercise is not necessarily a really effective tool for losing weight, because you can get an increased appetite when you exercise, it will be important for burning calories long term and maintaining a healthy, functioning body. So get active in any way that you can. Walk to places if you can do, maybe cycle to places. If you can't incorporate the gym or a health club or perhaps a hobby into your life, then maybe consider buying an exercise DVD and doing it in your lounge for 10-15 minutes before you go to work or before you take the children to school. If your clothes are feeling tight, do check your weight. And in fact, it might be worth checking your weight every 1 or 2 weeks or so, just to make sure that you're not gradually gaining weight without noticing. An unhealthy weight would be a BMI of 25 or more, or a waist circumference larger than 80 centimetres in a lady and 94 centimetres in a man. If you notice that you are gradually gaining weight, now is really the best time to combat it. It's better to take action before you start to gain a lot of weight, because it's much harder to lose once you're already obese, simply because it will take a lot more of a sustained effort. So good luck with staying slim and healthy, and I hope that these tips have been useful for you.